Hey, what's going on? It's G-Ball Vision, and today I have a new knife here to share with you coming in from ZT. Now, while I get this opened up, you already know what to do. Let me know down in the comments what your carry is. Let me know the full loadout for today. I gotta admit, ZT and Kershaw have been on absolute fire here in 2025. Kershaw really had a decent year last year in 2024. But both ZT and Kershaw here in 2025 are absolutely killing it. This is going to be the ZT0203, the Duralock with G10 and M4 tool steel. Now, this knife is available, and I'll have it linked down below in the description and in the pinned comment. As far as what the retail price of this knife is, I don't quite remember what it is. I think it was under $300, and it's USA made. It's using the Duralock. It's in M4, and it's a ZT. So we are going to be looking at that higher end price point. But I think under $300 for this knife. Like I said, we're going to be looking at M4 for the blade steel, which is a beautiful change from what we see on a level from a lot of knife companies. You just don't get to see much M4. You don't get to see much crew wear. And ZT and Kershaw have been using both of those steels, and they are two of the best knife steels in the entire game. And we just don't see them that much. So I got to really commend ZT and Kershaw for using some of these finer steels. I absolutely love crew wear and M4. This is going to be a great blade right here for EDC and basically any other type of task you would want to get into with a pocket knife. As far as the action goes, we have some really nice sized thumb studs there. They do have texturing on them. Easy to get to and easy to throw that blade out there. I'd say the spring strength, it feels good. It's pretty strong, and you gotta be ready to kick that blade out there because they are strong. So it's nice. It works good. The tabs here, they are completely different than what we typically see on a crossbar lock knife, and I've always been a big fan of these types of tabs. SOG has done them in the past and a few others as well, but I do like this and how they kind of step them in the reverse direction. That way you can get a good grip on there, and it'll be nice and easy to disengage. Now, it feels like this is actually on washers. So that is another reason why the action is the way it is out of the box right now. I'm just feeling it, and it's on washers. I can say almost for certain. Yeah, bronze washers. So this will break in and only get better from this point on. And, you know, good washers are going to be, you're not going to get that instant gratification that bearings would give you, but they're going to be much more durable in the sense of if you planned on using the knife and it might get dirty, whatnot, they're going to be way better for you. And they're going to break in and be ultra smooth. I want to get a size check on this feller. This is coming in at 3 and damn near 7/8 of cutting edge. We're talking 4 1/8 overall, and this is coming down just shy of 9 1/4. You could give it 9 1/4. So we'll bring out some comparison knives to put this in a little bit of perspective. We have the Kaiser Drop Bear up top and the Kaiser Militol on the bottom, and you can see the ZT just towers over both of them. What about the Benchmade Bug Out and the Vosteed Raccoon? No chance. The 0203 is way bigger. Even the knife that we bring out to make somewhat larger knives feel small in the CJRB Frac, even the Frac isn't even close to the 0203. This thing is an absolute monster. And up against the Spyderco Para 3, same result. Now let's get a look at this pocket clip here. It's nothing like fancy. It's not a milled tie clip. I don't believe it's even a titanium clip at all. I believe that is just a regular steel clip. Yeah, that's a regular deep carry steel clip there. But I will say it looks good, and I think it's going to work well in and out of the pocket. It leaves a little bit there poking out of the pocket, and that'll give you at least some semblance of a place to grab a hold of this and pull it out of the pocket. Retention is really good on the clip itself, and I do like that design. Time will tell how that carries and how I like it, but so far, so good for that clip. You know, you could say I wouldn't mind if that was made out of titanium, but, you know, what does that, you know, it does add a little bit of value to the knife, I guess. It is going to be reversible, meaning that this knife is completely ambidextrous, and we do have a really nice area there for a sharpening choil. So why don't we get a weight check on this mammoth, and we'll get the arch nemesis out here, and we'll give this thing a fair shake. We like to guess the weight here, so if you want to play along, put it down in the comments what you think this massive beast weighs. I'm probably going to be way off with this one. It's got some heft to it. It does have steel liners under that textured G10. They are skeletonized a little bit. This is a monster. Boy, what is this up at? Should we say like 5'8"? I don't know. 5'8". 6'5". Woo. And 186 grams. I'll take the loss on that one because I had no freaking clue. It's getting late. But nonetheless, 6.5 ounces and 184 grams. Let's go ahead and we'll get a measurement here on our handle thickness. We'll also scope out the blade stock thickness. This is a healthy bugger, 0.65 on that handle thickness. Let's get a reading here on our blade stock, and that is coming in at 155 there. Woo-hoo-hoo. Yeah, this is very reminiscent of old school ZT with a crossbar lock instead of a frame lock. Coming in at 36 thousandths behind the edge there. But that's not a tell-all. Let's see how this cuts out of the box. I think we can safely say this is not designed to be like your 1,000-yard cardboard cutter per se. This is more of a abuse type knife, something you're going to use and abuse, especially in that M4. This is going to be a great poker. I almost just poked it through my nail. As far as the edge goes, beautiful edge. Oh, man. This thin, crappy catalog paper here would just as soon rip or tear. So if you're not on your game, and I'm not on my game, it can either make or break a knife. Why don't we go ahead and do I have some still here? I have some cardboard here we could run this through just to give it kind of a fair shake. But this has a beautiful edge on it if you're paying attention. It's nothing fancy, but it is some single wall cardboard here. Let's see what this has to say about that. Oh, yeah. Yeah, buddy. Beautiful. I wasn't even giving it much gas at all, just enough to get through there. That thing has a beautiful edge on it for the robustness of the blade. That cuts beautifully. And as I said, those washers are going to break in very quickly if you are someone who likes to flick and fidget around. Going to break in nicely. The springs are nice and strong in there. So combine that with really good washers that get broken in, and you can further that process. But I always say just keep it as it is. You could clean it, but don't lube it right away. Let the blade and the washers, let everything break in as it sits. And then that'll give everything a nice track, a nice surface to ride on. Then you can kind of take it out, clean it, put a little bit of oil on there. You can do whatever you want. That's what I do, and it's given me really good success with washer knives. Let them break in for a little while, and then go ahead and do your thing with disassembly, cleaning, lubing, all that sort of stuff. So let's go ahead and get an old hardware check here and see what we're looking at. So we got T8 on the body screws there, nice and tight. Lanyard hole for the lanyard fans. Looks like T6 on the pocket clip screws. And this is going to take some sort of pliers, wrench, whatever, to get this undone. I mean, any type of pliered multi-tool, that'll grab a hold of these edges and spin that around, and that is, not going to go anywhere. Some people will like that, some people won't. It is kind of a kickback to ZT way, right? But should be easy enough. If you have any type of tools around, you'll be in good shape for that. And let's go ahead and see what this lock is all about. It feels good. It feels rock solid. I don't think we're going to have a single issue out of this knife. I love these thumb studs that they did. Had they done some sort of dinky thumb studs here, it would not have worked out well at all. So these larger studs that are slightly coned and stepped, that's a really good design right there, a really good size. Works perfectly. Let's go ahead, give this thing a couple of love taps, and we'll call it a night. We'll start out light there, up towards the tip, check it. Yeah, it sounds amazingly strong. Yeah, it sounds like an absolute beast. We'll go ahead and check this, make sure there's no changes. It sounds really good. Really strong. Good solid lockup. That's exactly what we want to see there. You'll have to let me know. What do you think of the old 0203 here from ZT? Definitely, in my opinion, a nod back to the old school ZTs with a new lock. I'd love to see, I get that it's ZT and, you're going to pay a little bit more for the ZT name, but, it would be awesome if, we got like some splashes of titanium, or, maybe like a titanium inlay, or, just a little added something for like the M4. Keep that 1,000,000% crew wear, Magna Cut, but mainly M4 and crew wear. I want to see more of that, just like they're doing. But just a little bit more down here on the handle. Just a little bit more value, just so we feel like, we're getting a little extra something. The G10 is good. It's done well. It's nice, but, and this is meant to be kind of a user. So I get the whole idea of not using titanium, but I mean, hell, this could be an absolute beast and beautiful knife, kind of with a titanium handle, the same lock, the same steel, and maybe a titanium clip. I mean, this would be an absolute monster as it sits now, but even more so with a titanium handle. You'd get rid of that liner in a sense, or at least partially Could go that way. Anyway, enough pandering and pondering. You'll have to let me know. What do you think of the 0203? I look forward to hearing your thoughts and opinions. I know I'm stoked. I'm glad they're using the steels they are. I couldn't be a whole lot, much more happy than I am for ZT and Kershaw. They've been killing it this year, and it's great to see. I've been waiting for this day for years. I've been waiting for this time for years. Now is the time that you want to get back into bed, so to speak, with Kershaw and ZT. That's the way I feel anyway. Maybe a couple years ago, I didn't really feel like that. Now it's like, yeah, I'll go pick up a Kershaw. I'll go pick up a ZT. So that's my thoughts anyway. Don't forget to share this video with your family and friends. They're definitely going to want to know about ZT's latest USA blade, the 0203. Make sure you hit that thumbs up button. That helps push the video to more people, and I truly appreciate it. If you're new to the channel here and you're not subscribed, make sure you subscribe because I release videos like this every single day. Ring the bell. That'll notify you when I do. I'd love to have you here. Have yourself an awesome day. I'll pop up a couple of new videos. Go check out the one you haven't seen. Thank you all again for watching. I'll catch you on the next one.